Hello, once more, everyone. Welcome back to the channel, back here on YouTube for an MLB Prediction Friday. Back here for this Sunday night's game on ESPN between the Padres and the Astros. As we get into the matchup, we'll have the standings real quick. RJ comes in 3-3 after picking up a loss with the Dodgers last week. RJ, I know you picked the Dodgers last week, but you need to bounce back this week. You're 3-3. You've suffered losing 3 straight. Can you rebound? He's thinking about it. No. He says yes. He comes in 3-3. I come in 2-4. Goomba Joey sits at 1-2 as we come into it this week. Matchup on Sunday Night Baseball on ESPN this week is Dylan Cease of the Padres against Framber Valdez of the Astros. Dylan Cease 1-1. Well, Framber Valdez comes in 1-2. Overall, looking at the matchups, look at this matchup overall. Padres have the best record in baseball going into this weekend with 15+ wins. And by the time Sunday comes around, they could have maybe 16, maybe 17 wins before the end of the day on Sunday. And if they win all 3 games this weekend, they'll have 18 wins. They'll be the first team to 18 wins potentially by the end of this weekend. But overall, personally, first team to 16 or 17 wins this week as well this weekend. But looking at Dylan Cease and the Padres on their side, you have Fernando Tatis who can hit. You have Jake Cronenworth, Jackson Merrill, to name a few. And Dylan Cease, who is your unsung ace in San Diego this season for a second straight year, he's going to lead this team. And this might be the year for the Padres. Maybe they get their first World Series title. I don't know. But after that, we look at the Astros, though. Coming in this matchup, they're 2 games under. They got beat by the Cardinals 2 out of 3 in St. Louis. A matchup they should have won because the Cardinals are one of those teams that's a little bit underrated. That's winning right now. The Cardinals lost last night, though, are now a game under. But as you look at it, you can look at the Astros lineup. Jose Altuve, they lost that. Jose Altuve is still there. They have other players around Altuve, though, and Yordan Alvarez as well with him. The Astros, though, they're just missing one thing. Over the last few years, their pitching has taken a toll. A lot of players have left. A lot of players they've lost Alex Bregman to free agency. Neely Gurriel left a few years ago as well. And the Astros are just one of those teams. They're taking the beating of losing players. And this might not be the year for the Astros. I think this is going to be a year for the Astros that they're going to have to look at and retool. Maybe it's going to be a few years before they're back in the playoffs. But no, the Astros, they've been there before. And that's why I think San Diego gets a chance to win this game with Dylan Cease on the bump against Framber Valdez. 2 aces. I'm picking the Padres because I think the Padres lineup is much more talented so far this season. Astros, I'm not so sure. They have a lot of young players on their team, a lot of young rookies. So I'm taking the Padres because of that. RJ, who do you like this weekend? Padres or Astros? Make your pick, boy. Who do you like? You're going to Houston this week. Okay, you heard it here first, fans. If you're watching this video today, RJ's going with the Astros this week, right? Oh, yeah. Now you want the helmet on? Okay. I have to fix the helmet for him every time, everyone. So, there you heard it first. RJ's picking the Astros. Well, I picked the Padres. We'll see who's right. We'll see who's wrong. Will I get back into the standings and pull up for a tie? Or will RJ pick up another victory this week with the Astros? Comment below your thoughts. With that being said, please remember to watch, like, subscribe. Don't forget to tell your friends who did the same if they've not done so already. And also don't forget to hit that notification button below so you know when there's a new video on the channel. With that being said, have a good day. Stay safe and peace out. We'll see you right back here in the next video next Friday for another prediction video next week. See y'all, everyone. Bye.